enjoyed the couple of episodes of Teacup that I've seen. I kind of love that the audience is just as clueless as the characters, which I feel like that doesn't happen anymore. So when you were adapting this from the novel into a series, talk to me about like keeping the audience in suspense and just the changes you had to make in order to bring it from page to screen.
Well, that was kind of the whole thing. Was the adaptation was about turning the book on its head, and because the book's there and people can read it, my thinking was, well, I can't do it page for page because then we know what's going to happen. So then it became about the entire show being mystery after mystery after mystery. And we wanted to be at ground level with the characters, so as they figure things out, the audience figures things out. We didn't want them to be ahead of the characters. We didn't want the audience to know more than the characters, so that they feel like they're part of their journey. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love that. I'm clueless. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm so in because it also hits the ground running. For you, since it is sci-fi horror thriller, it's still make-believe, right? So to bring that to life and as an actress and make the horror and fear believable, how does that process work for you?
Well, I think it's mostly because the other part of this story is the family dynamics, and what Ian has so beautifully done with this script is create a family dynamic that I think is relatable. I play Maggie, who's a mom. She has a husband. She has 2 kids. I'm a mom who wants to protect my kids, like most moms. My husband and I have relationship issues, so we have this great setup, and we're kind of we start right in the middle of a family dynamic. And so it kind of sets the scene for everything to be natural, and it feels like a family drama almost. And then suddenly you have all these extraordinary things that are happening to this ordinary family that then the audience is trying to figure out along with the family. So I think that's the beauty of this genre piece, is that we do have this amazing, this grounding element that will allow for the audiences to really invest in the characters, because it's not just all this, crazy, weird sci-fi thing. Yeah, exactly.
And I love that there's a lot of practical effects. How much did you have to fight for that, and how much did that help you?
We actually didn't have to fight for that. It was the producers, Atomic Monster, they were on board, and I wanted, as Yvonne said, when we go into the sci-fi and horror elements, they need to feel as grounded as the story as the characters. Granted, we know they're impossible things, but something that's real in front of you, enhanced by VFX and CG, no doubt. But the more we could have things that were actually in front of you, the easier it is for them to react to it, and the easier it is for the audience to buy into it. Not to say that we don't have VFX that are created whole cloth, but there's something about something that's right in front of you that's just more visceral, more grounded.